Okay. And I gotta go to side by side, and we're ready. That was quick and awkward, but we're ready. We're here.
It worked?
It worked. I'm
All
Nima.
right. I'm Remy.
Oh God, you're getting robotic again. Why is that?
Good job, Nima.
Thanks.
Not for the robotic thing,
Um.
for putting this together.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, for the last 2 weeks, including this one, the music that you may have just heard, it's made by Remy, and it's going to be made by Remy. Hopefully, going forward every time from now on, and it's awesome. I love the shit out of it. It's amazing. But thank you everybody for joining and tuning in to our 6th episode for Leftovers.
Yeah, I was just checking this out to make sure there was no bugging. Anyways, how you doing, dude?
For most people don't know, I've been like deathly ill for last week, but I'm doing a lot better. I'm
Sometimes
sweating.
you gotta go see a doctor, Nima.
That's just a myth.
Seriously, guys, these guy had fevers. I met with him. He was like out of it, sweating his ass off. Anyways, what was the title of the episode?
Certified.
Certified. Yeah,
And-
it was
and-
all about Lori on this one.
Let me clarify what Remy just said. I definitely believe in going to the doctor. So, like, I'm just joking. I don't go that often, but I believe the profession exists for a reason. They're good people. You should go as often as possible.
Well, hopefully all doctors are good, but we both know that's not true.
All people aren't good, but it's okay.
Yeah, true. What you gonna do?
So we can dive right into it. This is my diving right into it symbol.
Like Lori does at the end. Dive right into it.
We can dive into this episode backwards. High five.
Good stuff.
You started, man. Tell me.
It was pretty good. It was another great episode.
Okay,
Can't argue with that.
Before we got on the air, Remy's like, I'm not sure if I like this episode. So now you do? Do you like it
I
now?
always need 17 minutes after the episode for me to
I know.
fully. And then next morning I wake up and I'm like, oh.
You want to say more? Right. I agree. Like, it's one of those stories that definitely like matures in as you're watching it, as you're thinking about it over and over again.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
I like how they they mess with the timing and stuff, the chronology of things here.
I agree.
It was pretty cool. Just to explain, I feel like they were able to put a lot into this episode, like a lot.
Correct. That's actually one of one of my notes that says there's a lot behind this episode.
Take notes.
You take notes too. Don't act like it. Yeah. I did like the timeline shifting more for the fact that they use the timeline shift as a way to bring Nora into this episode, which was awesome.
Sure.
I'm liking Nora and Kevin a lot. Not Kevin, Nora and Matt.
Yeah.
And it was awesome to have their relationship.
So has Matt really given up?
It
Is he
seems
just,
like it.
I'm just gonna be with my sister for the impending doom of our existence.
Right. That's what Lori said too at the beginning of the episode. Kevin Sr. asked Lori if the Reverend's going to be joining us, and she said she doesn't think so.
Yeah. Well, there's a few people watching. Thanks, guys. Welcome to our, what do you call this? A podcast?
I don't know.
Steadiocast?
What would you call this?
Vlog?
No, that's definitely not call it a
It's like a
vlog.
review show, conversation show, discussion show.
Yeah, it's a discussion forum for us and everybody else who likes Leftovers.
Yeah.
And we're trying to figure out what's happening with the show, talk about theories. And this week, actually, in a few days, you're going to get another video that's about Sense8. So if you are a subscriber or if you haven't subscribed, please do. But if that's a show you're not into, just stay with us, bear with us. We're going to be trying and watching a whole bunch of different shows. So that's going to be one of them.
Sense8 is on Netflix. I don't think it's that popular in the US, more in Europe and stuff like that.
Probably.
It's pretty science fiction-ish, but it's another good versus evil kind of story. Anyways, back to this. So, do you think Lori offs herself?
Oh God, we're jumping to the very end. Yes, I do.
All that because Nora told her that was like a good way to go, right?
Not because Nora told her it was a good way to go. I think like she wanted to off herself anyway. But this was
because you learned that at the beginning when right before she joins the white people smoking.
The white people smoking.
The guilty remnant. So you learned a lot more about her and how bad she felt.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, remember in the second season where one of her friends from one of the guilty remnant people, her son is trying to get people out of there so that she can help him because she's a psychiatrist, and that lady just kills herself, her
Right.
family into a yeah.
Yeah, that was a sad. Okay, yeah.
Do you feel like this whole story? Do you think they did a good job at showing how sad and desperate people were after what happened 7 years ago with the departures?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like this whole, it's so funny that you bring that up because I wrote that as like there's my notes, but there's this huge thing that I wrote. I feel like this show is becoming more and more clear. It's about how people deal with the pain of being alone from the person or the people that they love the most. Because like we have Lori who's dealing with the possibly having a child, and now the child is gone. Kevin was doing his own thing. Obviously, Nora went through this crazy departure that is probably worse than anybody else. Like the odds of it were insane. So so you see these characters being like literally torn apart. Like this episode specifically, like everybody almost breaks down.
And are you saying this show is good at showing the different ways people deal with it?
Right. I mean, maybe not even so much dealing with it, because you could be watching somebody react to a way and you're not realizing they're dealing with a loss or being alone. But it's it at least shows you pain. Because like, for example, like this is one of the first times we see Lori and Kevin having a talk and having a funny talk, a genuinely like bonding moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you're realizing it's not because they're both in a happy place, because they're both in a place that's about to shift. Each of their life is about to shift in a way that more or less is death. It's nothing other than death.
At this point, do you think right when they're having a conversation on the front porch, do you think Lori knew already then that she was gonna go and kill herself? Or
I think so.
Or some extra things happen within that conversation with Kevin that kind of pushed her even further there?
I think she did know at that point, because I believe she's already had the discussion with Nora, and I think the discussion with Nora would have been probably one that pushed her over the edge more and more, because like that story that Nora told her, the beach ball story, it was heartbreaking. It was like you totally get it, and you're wondering what Nora and Kevin are going to do. So I think that pushed Lori. I don't know, I could be wrong, and I want people to tell me in the comments if I am wrong, but I feel like that was a shift in Lori to be the enabler to get people to where they want to go, as opposed to keep stopping people to make it better.
No, she was. That's why. I mean, the whole episode was about her and how she spends most of her, professional life telling people what they should do, or giving them insight on what they should do at least. Mm-hmm. And now she's just like, yeah, you do you. Right. Do what you got to do. I still don't understand. Is she really that much in pain that she has to kill herself? She's got 2 beautiful kids that she can stay alive for. I don't understand.
Too beautiful. Obviously, I don't know, and
Well, they seem happy anyways. They called her.
No. The kids are grown up, and so the way I took it away from her possible suicide, which we don't know, we could be wrong, but we could be wrong. The possible suicide at the end of it is, it seemed like her mission was done. She helped every person that she needed to along the way to get to wherever they wanted to go.
Right.
And now she's done. Like, that's what I got. I mean, as far as when you think about the whole season of stories, that now it's 3 seasons. Right. It seems to me that her character arc is perfectly complete.
Sure. I'm ready not to see Lori again.
Right.
That's what you're saying. Yeah. And they'll probably never tell what happens to her under there.
No, they probably won't. But man, what a great way to end it. Because you know how in the beginning, this fly is giant and it's in my room. In the beginning, when she attempted suicide, she leaves a note on the door, right? And the camera just lingers on that shot.
Right.
And
she
then she comes back. The camera lingers on that shot again at the very end, to make you subconsciously think, is she coming back up again? Because obviously, we all wanted a hand there, right? At the end, like that comes back. Yeah, okay. But she won't, because and that's a main powerful way of doing that shot is everybody knows she's not going to come back. Everybody assumes she's not going to come back. So they cut that like 10 seconds too late, and I love the fact that they did it. If they cut it earlier, it could have been
they even let the audio go for all the credits. Right. So it's like 2 minutes at the end.
Like, you know how Christopher Nolan, the way he cut at the end of Inception, everybody keeps talking about it. Like, does the thing keep spinning? Does it not keep spinning? It seems like they did the exact opposite of this. They're like, we're going to make you watch this so you know she's not coming back.
Well, she's got a tank. She could stay underwater for like 45 minutes, I'm sure.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. But I think
anyways,
the point
that's
is
a
made.
perfect way to end her storyline. I'm completely satisfied with what just happened.
Did you like her character before? Like before this
episode?
Yeah,
I didn't really care much about her character. She has a pretty big, swing in her character development. Like she goes through extremes, and Kevin is always kind of he feels like he's crazy from the get-go in this show, in this story.
Okay.
And his dad's kind of the same. Nora, kind of the same.
Nora.
Yeah, I think Lori had the biggest character development.
All right, you said Nora. I'm gonna use that as a way to shift. Like,
yeah, please do it.
Like, obviously, Nora's story changes later in the episode, but man, at the very beginning of the episode, I have not hated a character as much as I hated
when
Nora.
she wants to keep the lighter. Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Not even just the lighter. Every conversation before that, it was so like confrontational for no reason.
I know.
Like
she was kind of very, like you said, confrontational
with people that are just help. Obviously, her brother's used to it, as I assuming, and they played that really well. But man, she was being really mean, and obviously when the story went on. So the truck thing, they go and see the trucks with supposedly these machines. What do you think she's gonna do?
Well, I mean, her story is like so like it's not over yet. It's probably gonna end with her that we still don't know if she wants to be part of the experiment to prove that it's a fraud, or to actually have the chance to be with her kids if the experiment is actually something that works. And I think now we still don't know what's about to happen. I don't know how Matt's going to help in any of Nora's ongoing story there.
Oh, right, because he did stick around with her. So,
and by the way, if you have like a sketchy operation like on a parking lot by the sea, and you don't see like these three people awkwardly looking at you from like not even that far away,
right?
You're terrible at your job. Get a security guard.
Right. Like that's what I was gonna say. Maybe they don't have security guards, which seems like they should for this kind of operation that they have. Totally. So I noticed a few things, and I wrote it down in my notes. First of all, we have an episode coming up. Are we allowed to talk about episode names? Do we call that spoilers? Do we call that not spoilers?
What?
Like
what are you talking about?
This episode name is called Certified, right?
Yeah.
What's the rule about talking about future episode names?
Oh, because we know the names?
Yeah, but I mean, everybody has access to the names. It's not just us.
Then
talk freely, right?
Are you sure the people watching us have the name as well?
They can have access to it. They may not
have
access.
They can go. I don't know, man. I don't know the legalities of that.
No, legality is fine because it's freely available on HBO's
Nima,
main website.
I guess you really, really want to tell us what the name of the next episode is going to be.
Not the next one. Not the next one. I don't care about the next one.
Which one?
The finale.
What are you talking about?
The finale is called The Book of Nora. So what if?
Why did you tell us that, dude?
Dude. What if it's gonna switch to? There's a couple possibilities. What if either Nora could be this main character that we've been not really following, but she's going to turn out to be the Messiah character or the Christ character, possibly. But secondly, in this episode, they refer to Nora as being Mary, right? Mary Magdalene.
Oh, when they were having the Last Supper?
Right. And there is conspiracy theories that could be factually based, I don't know, that Mary Magdalene had her own book in the Bible that got cut.
Oh, okay.
So
how do you know that?
From the Da Vinci Code? This is really sad.
Okay. I regret asking.
Yeah, I regret answering.
Sorry. Thanks for watching, everyone out there. Welcome to our show. We were not sure what we're doing, but
we know exactly what we're doing. We're doing a really badly made show. That's what we're doing. We aim for that, and we hit it every time. People are like, why does this show suck every time? Because that's our goal.
No, it's not. Don't listen to him.
I really want to actually find a way.
Wait, so hold on. What's the next episode's name? There's only 2 left.
The next episode's name is really long. It's called something about a twin brother.
I hope we don't get sued for this.
No, man, it's on HBO's main website. You can look at availability, and they're all listed there.
Well then.
Something about the twin brother. It's a thing that God said about Jesus not coming back or something, and it was his twin brother. It's that quote, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So next episode, Kevin's probably gonna go to the underworld. Is he gonna talk to David Burton again?
Yeah, David's dead, right? No, we don't know if David's dead. Yeah, David is dead.
Yeah, I guess
so.
He's
They
dead
are
right
going to
then,
talk to each
so
other.
they're gonna meet again. Okay, so. Oh, gosh, I wonder.
You wonder what?
I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
You were.
Gosh,
it was
I'm not even.
It was about David Byrne.
Yeah. Oh. You know how the 2 times this has been in his dream death world,
right?
He gets
apparently
up,
3 times, but I
he gets
know
up. He opens a closet and he picks an outfit.
Oh, you're talking about Kevin.
Kevin. The first time we see that, there's the cop, there's the assassins, there's a monk or something, like a religious thing, and then I think that might be it.
Oh, this is news to me. Okay, I haven't. Oh, all right. So what are you getting
So
at?
maybe the second dream, you see that again, I think, and I don't know. I think it's whatever he picks is relevant to what he's supposed to do within that dream.
Did he ever pick the cop outfit?
I think the second time.
Okay,
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Oh man, I was so ingrained about the assassins thing. I completely missed all. Good job. I didn't even notice the other
Well, that was 2 seasons. That was last season. You didn't watch that
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a year and a half. I don't think. God, so if we're thinking that David Byrne is going to be meeting Kevin again,
right?
Speaking of which, we watched the preview for the next one,
right?
And this is one of the main reasons I don't like watching previews, because now I know there's going to be this crazy rain, and I'm pretty sure Kevin goes to the underworld. So
yeah, well,
I know these things. I know these things.
That's okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I was hoping the reason I suggested we watch the preview for
good
next
idea.
episode. I know, because I only have good ideas, Nima. That was for seeing if it's gonna get more, conspiracy theory-ish. Which, by the way, I'm sad that the show's almost over. I don't think they're gonna make it any kind of government conspiracy thing.
Oh, they're going to. Dude, we have 2 episodes left, and Nora's at the edge of it. They're gonna get there.
It might just be a suicide machine, dude. Like Laurie says.
I don't think so. But, I mean, suicide machine in a way that, how do you define suicide? Like your physical body dying? Yeah, that's gonna happen because scientifically speaking, they're gonna just throw so much radiation at you that you're gonna die. But
then,
metaphysically and like quantum physics and all those things, can you be also transferred into another place, which is what they were hinting at. So that's
you're just throwing big names out there now.
No, but because that's the whole idea of they're
right.
saying if you're traveling from one place to another, and especially traveling through space time and at the same time, what's going to happen to that previous being? The idea that most likely is a truest one is that the being that comes out at the other end is a new one. You technically die. It's just a copy of you that's going to be made alive at the other end with everything that you know, all of your memories starting from that point.
So it's you.
But then the you that is you dies.
Right. Kind of like Kevin.
Kind of like Kevin, right. Look at you.
Not sure where you were going with.
No, what I'm saying is that's what I'm saying. Is it a suicide machine in a way that person that goes in dies? Yeah. But can they continue living in a way that we don't know? That's maybe, hopefully, the show will bring on.
Maybe.
Yes.
But it does seem like it's a fraud.
In what way? If fraud would not be hiding massive trucks with electricity and all this stuff in the parking lot by the ocean and stuff. I don't think it's fraud. And if fraud would not say no, if fraud wouldn't turn people away who are willing to pay $20,000 or whatever it was that Nora was going to pay.
Yeah, but they really still haven't explained how they can guarantee that they'll end up with their loved ones. They have said that we can send you to your loved ones. We just don't know where that is. We just know how to send you there,
Right.
which is bullshit.
No, I don't think so. I think the God, I'm like legally defending these people that are
I know, right?
in a fictitious show.
But no, they're helping people
no.
find their loved ones.
They're going to send people to the same place that the loved ones went to. They're not going to send them to the loved ones. So we don't know once they get there what kind of place it's going to be. The loved ones could be dead already.
Right. They might be floating dead in space, and you get there and you're like, oh, well, that sucks.
Right. But that's all they're doing. They said, we can connect from A to B. We don't know what's going to happen at B, but we can get you to B. I don't think that's fraud.
How did they know how to send you there?
I don't know. I hope they talk about that.
Me too, man. I really hope so too. What did you make of when Lori tells Nori and Laura, when Nori tells Kevin when they're talking on the porch that Nora is gone like everyone else?
Oh, I don't know, man. To be honest,
Kevin said, "Did she go?"
Right,
and Lori answers, "We're all gone," or something like that.
Yeah, I think Kevin says, "Is Lori gone?" And she said, "Yeah, she's gone like everybody else," or something. To be honest with you, during that whole conversation, I was spending like actually genuinely being sad because I'm realizing all these characters are going away from this really great show, and they're going away not in happy ways; they're going away in tragic, depressing ways. What do you mean?
Are you talking about Lori?
Lori and everybody, like the scene right before that was Nora's scene. It was heartbreaking.
Nora's story's not over. They're gonna go back to that.
What if they do not? Oh, do we see her in the preview?
Yeah, once. Like I said, she's in a bath, I think.
Yeah.
Right. No comment.
You're so
Lots
creepy.
of thoughts.
You're so creepy, and you're married.
So, I like Nora.
It's totally fine. She's great. And she was really awful in the beginning of this episode. But man, her actress, whoever she is, which we don't need to mention any names, she's kicking ass. She carries that character all the way through the show in an amazing way.
All these characters are great.
All right. Wait. Notes.
Yep. Okay, me too.
God, this is horrible. What? What are your wife? What was the? As I said, your wife. What was the song at the beginning of this episode through Lori's suicide sequence, whatever you want to call it?
I don't remember.
It was a famous song. I just couldn't place where it was from.
The one at the intro of the show, or because that was a rap song that's talked about suicide.
No, not the rap song. The one immediately before that. It seemed like another cover that they've been doing as a trend in this show is they open with this cover of a famous song, and I just couldn't place it, and it was so good though. Yeah. If anybody knows, comments right down below.
Thanks for watching, guys. We can tell how many people are watching.
Oh, this is so creepy. Don't we know you're watching. We watch you watch us. For those of you that watch us live, I'm not sure if cards actually work in YouTube Live, but if there is, there should be cards in the upper, in actually that corner of this, that corner. And if you could click on it, we're trying to do a poll for Netflix, which Remy doesn't know about, and this fly is driving me crazy. I want to know how people watch Netflix. How many episodes do you watch at a time? Do you binge watch? So if you could click on that, answer the poll, we would greatly appreciate it.
Gosh, if we get 3 answers by a year from now, I'll applaud you, Nima.
100 Suicide by
Gravediggers. I think that was the...
that's the opening song, though. No, I mean, that's a theme song.
The theme song, the intro.
Right. Don, thank you so much, by the way. Don said 100 Suicide by Gravediggers. Am I saying that right, Don? I don't know. Is it? Don't laugh at me. Tell me.
Gravediggers.
Gravediggers. God, I'm an idiot.
Gravediggers.
You know what? Gravediggers from now on will be known by that, and don't ever correct me on it.
That was awesome.
Oh man, I feel really dumb, but it's okay. I exist in this place all the time.
So,
but I really do want to know what.
Speaking of suicide.
Okay. God, this is depressing, and we're laughing the whole time.
So
go ahead.
What was his name? That singer, Chris Cornell. You heard about that?
Yeah, but I mean, I had no emotional connection to.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Music.
It just baffles me when I hear about that.
About suicide?
Yeah, I wish I understood it better, you know?
I agree. It's one of those things that a lot of times, oh, this is depressing. A lot of times it makes me angry because I think of it in a selfish way. But
Yeah,
people have
it's
reasons
really easy to think of it in a selfish way, but then you realize that, you know, people have, you know, problems and stuff. So
right, and I think the person whose suicide kind of made me change my mind on the just thinking of it in a selfish way was Robin Williams. Like,
was it?
What do you mean?
I didn't know it was
Suicide?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was suicide. And it's just like the person who spent the majority of my life making me laugh, like making millions of people literally across the world laugh and have a good time, to know that he was depressed and to know that he was suffering the point that he took his own life is tragic. It's sad. So I never want to think of somebody who actually had such a positive impact on the world. Like literally few people has had a good impact as Robin Williams had.
Sure.
To think of him as a selfish person, I was like, no, that's wrong, and I can't think that way about suicide anymore.
You thought suicide was people being selfish,
Right?
Oh yeah. I remember we had conversations like that. Yeah, no, that just, you know, takes a while to not think that.
Is that your dog's crying or my dog's?
Yeah, it's my dog. I don't know why. They think they're gonna go on a walk. Anyways, back to the episode.
Yes.
I really don't care for Kevin's dad.
Kevin's. You mean
Kevin Jr.
In what way?
Senior.
The actor or the character?
Same old. Like he's not convincing to me.
So you're saying the actor's not doing a good job?
No, I don't think that's it. I think the character is himself. I feel like is just BSing.
Oh, you see? Oh, that's interesting.
I might be wrong. If it was written that way, which is unlikely, then it must be really hard for an actor to like sound convincing, but not enough to make people still doubt the character in question.
Is it because he's the only person who's overly committed to this whole idea? He's the only person who's over enthusiastic about the end of the world. He knows for a fact.
He thinks. Well, I think he's more enthusiastic. He believes he's the one that's going to save the world.
Right.
Right. Regardless of if Kevin has to go to the other world to like do something, so he saves the world. He thinks he's the reason the world's going to be saved.
Right. He's going
to. That's kind of annoying, right?
Do the rain dance and stuff. Yeah. I mean,
at the same time, he's very committed. So
that's annoying in a way that I agree with you, but I think that's he's that part of it is meant to be annoying. I think his character flaw to think of himself as the center of the story, I assume, is annoying to everybody. I mean, I would hope so, because like we as viewers are attached to this main guy. We see him go through all these things, and then this other guy is like, nope, it's all about me. Yeah.
One episode just for me. The whole episode just for me. I'm just gonna walk around the desert.
And if you guys haven't watched our review of that episode, which was like 2 or 3 episodes ago, don't worry about it. We love the hell out of that episode. One of our favorite things. Don't even worry about watching that episode.
What?
I'm just kidding. I want to save people from us talking shit about an episode.
And we didn't talk too much crap. We're just like, we're very like, we're disappointed.
Yeah, we were let down.
But I still think it was a dynamic maneuver, because the following episode was like one of the best TV show episode I've seen on TV ever.
I agree.
Hey, you know when they're having the Last Supper?
Yeah.
And Michael, John's kid, my dogs are excited. He just got out.
It's all right.
Michael was talking about how he doesn't understand why his grandpa killed himself. The first time that Kevin died.
Right.
And he was like drowsy and, you know, was falling asleep because he got... That was funny, by the way.
Right.
That Lori like put some pills in their food. Anyways, what was he saying about his grandpa? He was just questioning like, why didn't he leave a note or something like that?
No.
He was saying. I think so.
No.
I think so.
I mean, I'm saying no as in I'm super sure, but I'm not. My memory is like shit. But like, I thought he was talking about Judas. I thought that conversation all the way through was about Judas.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I thought, why did I think it was talking about his grandfather for a
You
second there?
could you could be totally right, and if somebody's watching and
Because
they
he was
know,
drowsy, so he's like, he was starting to like fall asleep.
so you're saying that's why like he's connecting the two and he's talking about his grandpa.
Yeah, when people are like, drowsy, they're kind of talk nonsense.
Well, I mean, maybe you can answer. Why did his grandpa kill himself? Do you remember?
I still don't know.
They keep
I don't know.
talking.
So many people kill themselves in this show.
Don, look at you getting straight to the point. Don's like to keep taking the poor dog's arthritis pills. You know what? You're right. All these things are happening in the show, and nobody cares about the old dog's pills being taken away. And I'm glad somebody is, Don. You kick ass. You.
The poor dog's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna run out this month.
Oh man, what were you saying? Sorry, I saw Don's comment and it genuinely made me laugh. It was
I don't
awesome.
remember. Everybody's killing themselves.
Everybody is killing themselves, and like 2 more people I assume are gonna die in the next episode. Maybe or not, they will come back. But
Do you think we're gonna see Jill? I don't think Jill. No, I think that's it. I think we heard Jill and she's in a happy place, and I don't think we're gonna hear about her again. Same for Kevin's son, Kevin Jr.
is his name? His name is Tom, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tom, or Steve, or something like that.
Or Steve. I think we're gonna see Jill. Jill I think is somebody that is going to come back.
I don't think
Tom,
she's gonna
I don't
come
know
back.
because like, well, Tom is kind of crucial to the story, to be honest with you. So I don't know.
How is he crucial? He's not crucial to the story anymore. Not right now.
But I mean, didn't he get the power of healing?
No, he didn't. That's the whole thing. They
Go
know
on.
they were.
Don't yell at me. Tell me.
Nima, you're wrong.
Fucking idiot. Go on.
Let me get my board and write it down for you. we should do that once.
Absolutely. Go on.
No, when Tom and Lori were working on people, they both knew that it was an act to make people feel better because they were on this mission of making people feel better. And I think they put that into the show to maybe show that that one black guy at the beginning that was healing people was bullshitting as well.
Why does he have to be black, Remy?
He was, man. And then the black baby from the Asian girl.
Wait. That guy. Did I misread the whole season? That guy wasn't bullshitting anybody. Did I really misunderstand? I thought he was actually like every time he hugged somebody, whatever problem would go away.
But what Lori and Tom do is use that full placebo effect in season 2, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, season 2.
No, I remember vaguely.
And so
that.
it makes you think: was that first guy for real, or was he also just faking it to make people feel better? And Nora gets hugged by him.
By
The black guy that has the powers of healing.
Okay.
And later on, that doesn't work anymore.
I think.
You're being quiet. You're laughing, kind of smiling. You have a thought, please.
No. I'm,
share it with the world.
No, that thought I'm definitely not sharing with the world because it's ridiculous and stupid. But my thing is, my theory on that is that guy, whoever his character was, I think in the world of Leftovers, he did have healing powers. And I do think my theory is that he did pass it on to Tom.
But no.
But I think...
Do you think Tom has it without knowing he has
right.
it?
Like, it's like your favorite movie series. It's like The Force, man. Like, he has to learn to use it, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, where does that put him then?
In the story? I don't know. Maybe he'll come back in the next 2 episodes. We can really cheat and dig into the next episode's documents and see if he's listed as an actor.
No.
Yeah.
So we could, but we should.
We won't.
We shouldn't.
It's more fun to just speculate as opposed to...
After this, though, let's go and look at that.
No, let's not.
Why not?
Because I want to be like, shove it in your face during the next live episode and be like, I told you. But, hold on. I haven't... So I went over my notes. I think one of the things... Excuse me. My cough is coming back. Oh, this is horrible. One of the things I wrote down is when Kevin said, when Kevin's describing the whole thing to Lori, what they're going to do the next day, and Lori's asking if you're gonna do it, are you gonna stop me?
Scared, blah blah.
There was one line that Kevin said, which is, "It could work. I could come back." Just think about the meaning behind that. Like, this dude is having a positive conversation about dying, and he's like, "I could come back." He's like, "It could all be okay."
But I think he just liked it. He liked going because he told her, like, I felt so alive. Like, that felt so alive. I felt really good.
No, he totally did. I agree with that. But I'm just saying, like, this guy's broken down to the point that he knows he knows he's gonna die, but he's looking forward to the other side of it, to just get one thing back, which was actually, now that you said that, that's why I was saying he was doing the choking thing.
To try to get there?
Yeah, I think that was the thing. He missed that feeling. I think he was trying to get back to it. When he said, I never...
Yeah, but why does he... Okay, if he was trying to get back to it, he obviously didn't die every time he...
No. Well, I mean, right, no.
I mean, maybe he did die once and had an interaction.
Right, we didn't see it.
Yeah, but in the preview, we see the bathtub. He gets... So in the preview, from what I understand, he dies once, comes back, and then he's asked to go again.
Oh, really?
So that's what we're going to see in the last two episodes.
Okay, yeah. There was that dramatic shot of him being really wet. And I thought I saw a split second of him wearing the assassin suit again. By the assassin suit, we mean just a regular good old suit.
Regular suit.
Yeah. So, damn. Now I'm looking forward. I really liked the idea of how they did the purgatory. So I want to see more of that. I wonder if it's all a hotel or if there's more to that universe.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was all in the hotel both times.
There was that bridge thing, right? And the well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dang it, you're right.
The only reason I know that is because we went back and rewatched it for the last episode.
Baz B, 0802. Baz Boz. Let Nima pronounce that. He's really good at this.
God, there are moments that I hate you, and those moments are often. This is one of those moments.
This is one of them.
I'm going to call him Boz, because Boz is an awesome name to have. And Boz, please from now on, be known as Boz. Thanks.
Baz. Baz.
I agree. I genuinely like this episode. I think it was kind of sad, but go ahead.
Boz did not say if he liked it or not, or she. I don't know.
I think...
That looks like a dude. I don't know.
It's a drawing. But Boz, tell us. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Share your thoughts. This is what we have to show, so people can talk about...
It was definitely like, wow, another one of these episodes this season. So awesome. Except for one episode.
Except for one episode, which apparently Remy and I are the only people on the planet that didn't like that episode.
Don't like it. It's okay. Whatever.
Oh, man. I can't wait to talk about Sense8 with you. Speaking of which... for those of you that are still watching us, or if you're new, or if you aren't a subscriber, it would mean a lot if you could subscribe. So hit that SC button that's in the bottom right of your screen right now. You're pointing at the wrong corner. Yeah.
The mirror effect is really screwed.
It's also somewhere else on your YouTube screen. If you want, please like. It would mean a lot. But most importantly, we like the discussion. That's why we have the show, is to create a place that everybody can come and talk about a show, talk about their theories on what they like or don't like it. It's as often as it's used, it's a safe place for everybody to come and actually have a discussion about a topic that they enjoy. So let us know what you think. Boz, you're on the spot. Go. We'll wait. I'm just kidding. We won't. Remy, it's your turn now. Go.
You know that part where Nora talks about how crazy that French submarine story was?
Yeah. The Godzilla thing.
And she talks about the egg and stuff, that the song in French was actually about at the very beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I have somebody was nice enough to translate that whole song into English for us, and it would have been great if we actually had somebody on the show who spoke French that could have done that for us. I don't know how we can get to that, or I don't know. Do you know anybody that could be French, Remy? I know the name Remy sounds like you might know some French people, so I don't know.
Okay. I tried to follow what the lyrics were for that song. I just couldn't. I did hear about an egg, which was so weird to me. I was like, I must be too tired. This is maybe some weird French, and I should not pay attention. But it was indeed about an egg.
The only reason I'm making fun of you is because I'm feeling like I'm in a safe spot that we're never going to have a show that has anything in Farsi. So I'm never going to be put in a spot to translate. So at the moment, I can just make fun of you all I want because it's never going to be retaliated back towards me.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad.
And thank you. I think it was Tiffany who left a comment translating that song. We appreciate it. Means a lot. Actually explained a lot. Especially now that we know the story in this episode.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you? Your turn.
Okay. What if, you know how everybody's doing connected universe? Oh God, don't let me lose track.
Are you gonna try to connect this with Lost?
What
again?
if or something? What if something? Right? But man, one of our favorite movies ever is having a connected universe movie series, and I cannot wait. Apparently, the sequel is already out. I don't want to tell you what movie it is, but I want to see it and experience it myself.
Prometheus?
No, Unbreakable.
Oh yeah.
Apparently the sequel is already out and I cannot wait to watch that movie. It's like out on demand right now. And the next one is
how does it not in the theater?
It came out in the theaters. It got great reviews.
Was it the movie with gosh, the guy that plays Xavier in X-Men?
Yeah. Split.
Oh, Split.
Yeah. Split is in the same universe as Unbreakable, and the next movie that's coming out within that universe is going to be the sequel to both movies at the same time.
Oh my God. Awesome.
And Split got incredible reviews, which makes me genuinely happy to see M. Night Shyamalan coming back. He's coming back, and every movie he's doing is getting great reviews.
Well, yeah.
Dude, there was a period everybody hated him.
Wait, I know.
Rightfully so.
Well, yeah, because like Lady in the Water...
I like Lady in the Water.
The Forest or whatever.
The Happening.
There's another one.
What episode are you talking about? I mean, like, yeah, how epic. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, no, the last episode, Matt was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just really didn't like the one about, it was called Crazy White Men Talking, something like that, walking in the desert.
We didn't like the Kevin Sr. episode. Aside from that, we've genuinely liked every episode. Specifically, the one that followed Kevin Sr.'s episode was incredible. The one with Kevin and Nora and their story in Australia was unbelievably good. It's great filmmaking. Sorry, Remy, you were talking about M. Night Shyamalan if you want to go back to it.
No, I don't.
All right, that's fine. You do you. I hate saying that. I say that so often now. I feel bad.
You do say that a lot.
Oh,
but it's okay. You do you.
Oh, nice. High five for that one. So what I was getting back to is I would be interested if they continue this in a connected universe to another show or another movie, and the only one I can think of would be Lost. I think when that's done well, I enjoy it. I enjoy it when they connect two random things.
Why would they? I think they're on a different thing here.
For the why would be literally for the shits and giggles of it, if they ever do. Like,
they're not going to wrap up a really complicated thing and make it even more complicated trying to tie it to some other complicated thing that they did back in the day.
Why not? Because here's the thing. Financially speaking, even if one person... Let's say if they did connect this, right? Even if they did connect it to Lost. If one person goes and buys the Blu-ray DVD... I imagine that would be worth it for whoever wrote this. Otherwise, it's just like it's for fun. It's for putting little like Easter eggs into the show.
Yeah, sure.
Like you said, like ACN is connected to this, right? So
right, because it's HBO though.
Right, so that's interesting to me. That's fascinating. Like, are they saying that this is literally happening in the same universe, or are they just using the name because they couldn't get the rights to anything else?
Probably that.
The second one, really? Oh, that's sad.
Don Escobar says Split.
Yeah, he answered our question as we were talking.
Oh. The delay kills me. Oh man, I'm glad they're diving deeper into the character development and the people and what they're thinking and stuff like that. And you know, doesn't seem to be any drama between the characters now. You know, everybody's good. You know.
Yeah, but everybody's good in a way that it's all going to come crashing down in the next episode.
Or not.
Oh man, don't tell me or not, because what I mean, why are we watching this show? If everything's gonna
I
go
don't know.
well from
I
this
don't know.
point
But
on,
we know that Nora is alive at the end.
good for you, man.
Why would they put that in, like, what was it, the first, second It was the first episode, wasn't
first
it?
episode? It was the
Why
ending
would
of
they
the
put
first
that
episode.
at the end of the first episode if it didn't have like some huge significance?
And just to go back to what I said, the finale is called the Book of Nora. So, oh man, this is really interesting.
That's pretty crazy. I
really,
wish you didn't say that, man.
I'm sorry, but of all the amazing comments we've had, and I hope we get more of them, explain the show in a way that we haven't gotten it. I want to have a comment of somebody explaining what the hell that Nora thing was at the end of the first episode. Like,
we'll find out.
Yeah, but I want to kind of find out like beforehand, without like
you want to find out and be like, yes, I was right.
Yeah, because that's the whole reason. That's the way your
the fun
brain
of it.
works. Like you get rewarded for being right, and you want to completely ignore all the times you were wrong. Oh,
Split.
And
So,
Split's
are
the
you
thing.
guys fans of L. Night Shyamalan's work? Let's go on a little tangent here.
Dude, who can't? I
Ooh,
Lady in
Nima.
the Waters hate it, even though I genuinely love that story.
It was fine. It was
It's-
decent.
And then
It was good.
what was the one that came out before that?
With the forest
With
or
the forest.
the nature killing things.
No, that's The Happening.
The Happening was before
Village.
That was
The
the village.
Village.
The Village was pretty cool.
The Village was genuinely good, and people hated
Right.
it because they're expecting M. Night Shyamalan to do M. Night Shyamalan things. So
Well,
they
like Signs. I mean, every single one of his movies is different. You got Signs. You got Unbreakable.
No, they're genuinely different, but like he became famous because of what? Sixth Sense?
And Signs.
And probably Signs, but more because of Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense became this sensation that like took over literally the world. I knew about Sixth Sense before I moved to America. Like
Yeah, that's true. Me too.
like the thing is, like, when you become that famous, the general population expects you to do more of that. I'm expecting a crazy twist
Right.
at the end.
Yeah.
So when you're
Well,
watching
there was
something,
a crazy twist in The Village.
right, but if you're watching it looking for that twist, it ruins the whole movie. So
Sure.
that's why everybody's like, this movie sucked.
Yeah.
Well, M. Night Shyamalan has no obligation to meet any of your needs.
What if M. Night Shyamalan makes a show one day?
He did?
What?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it got canceled like really quickly.
Oh, damn it.
It was on a regular TV channel, but that was before TV shows became, not before, but that's before the huge
Before Netflix?
increase. No, before you had a huge increase of genuinely incredible shows that we've had in
Right.
the last like 3 years.
Yeah.
Like the last 3 or 4 years have been insane as far as like good quality content that you can
Well,
get.
do you think it's
not in a
because
feature format.
you think it's because you think it's more of the storytelling and the writing and the art of acting and putting something together, and or the the better technology that we have access to, like audio technology, video technology,
Right.
and all that, editing technology.
I think it's technology helps because I genuinely believe technology is an enabler. So if you make it more available to people, the people that have the good ideas are going to have an easier time to do it.
Sure.
So I think
A little bit of both.
technology is making things like Game of Thrones easier to do, right?
Sure, but now is our so the technology for sure has helped in making shows and content better and better and better. Do you think the creators are also how do I say it? Do you think the creators are have just learned what people actually want to see and watch and hear, and they're just tailoring to that?
I
Because
don't
I
think
feel
so.
I feel that's what Game of Thrones is.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, that I agree with. I thought you were talking about new shows. Yeah, because like you want to be. There's a reason you come back to shows. We've talked about this before. So if the show doesn't give you that reason that you're coming back to it, you're genuinely going to be disappointed. And if they keep doing it for a few episodes, you might leave and never come back. So financially speaking, and even artistically speaking, you have to kind of feed that devil that wants to be fed, which is the addiction that we have as an audience member.
Sure.
But I think when you talk about new shows coming out or people taking chances on shows that are not
taking
out
the
yet.
chances.
I think they're doing more of that, not knowing if audiences are going to like it or not. You have to take the chances
in order to like stir what the mass audiences want, because that's how it's been.
Right. Like
things have worked. People taking risks, creators taking risks. A lot of people like them. Then you get a wave of other people just replicating this to, catch the same audience.
Yeah.
And then you get somewhere else coming in and changing it all, and people love it or they hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that when that risk comes in.
Like with Game of Thrones, how many fantasy shows came out immediately after that and are still... Some are successful, some are not, but it's because of Game of Thrones.
I know. And they're doing like quite a few spin-offs now.
Yeah, like 3 or 4.
Which is sad. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Netflix is going to have its own... Netflix is going to get The Witcher. I can't wait. The Witcher... There's a reason The Witcher is so popular.
That's
and I want to get into
while,
it.
Right?
Yeah, they just announced
production. It's probably
production.
an epic fantasy story.
It's going to be insane. I can't wait. A dog takes control of Nora, and the real Nora is just what's it on.
I like that. Bringing back the thing with the dogs earlier. True.
This is somebody else bringing
back. I
thought
the dogs were trying to take control of the world, I guess. Maybe there's going to be a lot of dogs. There's a lot of wild dogs in Australia.
There's a lot of wild everything in Australia, man. That's
true.
the story about Australia. Everything can kill you in Australia.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know, man. It's a perfectly habitable place for everything, including
climate-wise.
I imagine so, because
it's probably like here. It's probably like super hot and arid.
I mean, if you think about Australia and then you have New Zealand to the side, like it's a really wide spectrum of weather and what's the term? What's the term of
geographology?
Yeah, that's not the right one, but the lay of the land, it's way different. It's a massive continent with a massive country in it. So things are different. Different things live there, and a lot of them are poisonous. A lot of them have massive teeth, and it's terrifying over there. But it's gorgeous. I'm gonna go one day.
Dude, it's we've talked for like 15 minutes now, and usually that's when we start having like theory ideas and really cool ideas.
Dude, I had awesome theory ideas already. It's you. Go.
Where were they? What were they? Remind me.
Nora.
Right. But what about her?
Oh, man, don't put me on the spot, and I have to remember my ideas. God, this is the moment that you can see in the viewer retention graphs when people just leave.
Yeah, it's like, these guys too slow.
My theory was that Nora, by the end of it, could become the person that the show is actually about. Right. She could become the Messiah character, which would be kind of provocative and like controversial to do it that way.
Does Kevin sacrifice himself for Nora in some way?
Right. And if that's the case, then why would Nora say, no, I don't know who Kevin is?
This also means that Nora may not have gone through with going to see her kids, and you know how like I said, there's been tension in this season with her, and you don't know if she's investigating or if she actually just wants to go through it and do it because she doesn't believe in anything else.
No, dude, why would she say bye to everybody and want to be with her family? And like she's implying that she's gonna do it. She's gonna find a way to do it. And
no, she's not implying that. She's implying that she wants to figure out what the kind of fraud thing these guys are running.
No, dude, they put that to bed.
Did I miss something out? Did I miss something out?
That the whole point of that tragic story she told with the beach ball.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is to say why ruin somebody's experience who's not doing anything. He's not doing anybody any harm. So why this group isn't really making things worse for humanity as a whole. It's just helping this small group of people who need closure, better. Who needs right.
But then why didn't they take her? Dun dun dun.
Right, that's a question. And you know what?
So what is she there for now?
Maybe the Nora that we see at the end of season premiere of season 3 is somebody that has gone through.
And now she's there?
Now she's there. Because remember, somehow they hint to that they communicate via notes in this other place that Nora was in, or in different timeline that Nora was in, and those notes are just simply ignored. Is that me or you?
No, that was me.
Okay. those notes are just ignored because Nora was just grabbing him and just putting him in the trash can. So my mind just likes to speculate that did all of our communication go away, or is this just simply random notes that have nothing to do with anything?
Good point.
Because like the other lady referred to them as love notes, and neither one of them cared about opening them. So how are we as audience supposed to take that away?
I'm not gonna lie, Nima. I had a hard time following you there.
I'm gonna from now on.
It's because my phone rang. You know what? Tell me the story again.
That's not happening. I'm gonna put it.
Do it. I'm sure there's tons of people.
I'm gonna put a black box over Remy's face right here, and then we're gonna mute him. And then from now on, it's gonna be a show between me and you, the audience.
All right.
Just keep up with the chat if you can. I don't know where I was going. Oh, I was just saying, like, this Nora could be somebody that has passed through whatever this machine is. We don't know, but I think it's intriguing. But I think either way, she's leaning towards doing it. That's the way I picked up.
Yeah, sure. Right now, I just think she just wants to figure out why she didn't get picked to go through it.
Right. And
Matt just like, I don't believe in God anymore.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
No, right. I think Matt could still be a believer. But what did Nora mean when she said, I want fucking closure? Like, what kind of closure is she looking for?
She wants to figure it out. And that's her going after this company is the only way she can figure some more details of something out. She wants to see her kids. It's pretty evident.
Right.
And I think she was using the excuse of,
but that's not closure.
No, I'm just investigating just so that she doesn't sound crazy.
But like, dude, like if your kid goes missing and then you find your kid, is that called closure? Because I thought closure is like when you move on from something. When it's done, you get to move on.
Let's say her kids are dead and she goes to the place and she finds out where they are and that they're dead or not. That's closure either way.
Right. Oh, right.
Okay, the fact that these people have no idea where all these departed people went, there's no room for closure there.
Correct.
Absolutely no room for closure. I almost feel like that was kind of what your comment at the beginning of our episode was about.
Oh, right. No, I think you took it to a whole nother level, which I appreciate. But I mean, yeah, more or less.
That's what I do, Nima. That's what I do.
Oh, man, you're so good at taking compliments, Remy. This episode opened up with a conversation with the girl from the opening of the whole show.
Yeah. The one that put the baby in the car and his baby's gone.
Right. Speaking of which, that sequence was it. That was the sequence that got me hooked to the whole show.
In the first season?
Yeah, because like that's called a teaser of an episode. Which, by the way, you and I will get into that off when we get off because I wanted us to learn the structure of an episode in a way. But that's called a teaser, and a teaser is in a way that's supposed to tease you and grab the audience. And there's been very few shows that have done the teaser really, really well. This is one of them. Studio 60, for those that remember, if it was quickly canceled before the first season even finished. And Breaking Bad, these all did the teaser so good that you're just hooked. Some of them kind of let you down as the episode went, but
I guess that same lady, when at the beginning of episode 6, the one we just watched, when she asks Lori, like, what should I do? And Lori has this thing, like, I don't know. And she realizes she's in the same place in a way.
Right.
And I don't know. Like, this whole episode was perfectly about Lori.
Right.
It was just great.
But now her story's done. As far as we know.
I'm very deep in my conversations right now. This episode was great. Mm-hmm.
And it was about Lori.
It was about Lori. She may or may not die underwater.
So if you like this kind of detail back and forth, just tune in for next episode. We could tell you what the episode was about. We could tell you if it was good or not. Like
we have some of the names right too.
Oh, speaking of which, do we remember the gentleman that does the actual in-depth reviews? If you guys, we don't want to turn people away.
It was a cool name.
That's okay. Just search for it. You will come up. There's somebody on YouTube that actually does in-depth reviews.
Yeah, it's really good. They're short too.
If you want, I think the ideal thing would be for you to come to our place, hang out, have a good time, talk about theories, and then absolutely look at his reviews because he goes in depth about each little detail that could be important in the episode, and it's good for people that care about it. Actually, what I'll do is I'll link to his channel underneath. So if you're not watching us live, it's underneath.
I'm trying to remember the name. It's pretty good. Anyways.
Yeah.
Should you really do that then? They're gonna click us. They're gonna hear us talk and be like, "Oh, these guys suck," and then they go through the link, and then we lose all of our subscribers.
Yeah, but we mentioned it at the hour point. Oh, what do you mean? People are gonna go to that and come back to us and
okay, by the end of our show, we don't have that many people watching.
Right.
I mean, there's been people that watched this the whole hour right now, which we appreciate. It's probably some of our friends.
I don't have 9 friends. I'm kidding.
Well, that's sad, Nima. But like, yeah, I got a phone call from a friend while we were doing this. I bet you he was trying to see what would happen.
Chris Hartwell.
Oh no, that was not this guy. But I think this guy's good too. A reviewer.
Oh right.
What was the name of that? It's in our text messages, man.
So we're gonna literally do this. I'll include it in the comments below. For those that actually stuck around, you guys are awesome. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Remy and I are gonna do our best to do a season 2 review of Sense8 this week. And the reason it's late is more or less 100% because of me. I've been really ill. But we'll do it in the next few days. And then if you don't like that, just skip it. We'll be back to Leftovers next Sunday and the following Sunday after that. And Remy asked a really good question. Not only we're going to have a gap between this show and Game of Thrones, which we're going to do next, but we generally want to know what other shows do you guys recommend? What do you like? What should we watch? Is there something we can fill that gap with? Or in general?
Some like... You know, I mean, we both like science fiction a lot, and we can talk about Star Wars and such for hours.
One of us can.
We really like, I don't know if that was an insult, Nima, but it's okay. We really like, deeper philosophical shows, kind of like The Leftovers.
Right. And if you haven't, this is the 3rd or 4th series. I forgot how many series we've done. But
this is the 3rd one.
This is the 3rd one. So we did The Young Pope, which was incredible.
Which is going to have... a
season 2, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be the new Pope, so it's not going to be with Jude Law anymore.
How do you know?
I read an article.
Oh, man. Okay. Just completely ruined something for me. But and then we did Big Little Lies. And those were shows that I was genuinely surprised by. And
Big Little Lies is getting a 2nd season as well.
Right. So we're going to keep doing this. We'll be back every Sunday for... And we believe it's going to be HBO shows from this day. I mean, going forward.
And we're gonna try to do a 2nd show during the week.
Correct.
Just to get our numbers up.
Wow. Or just
to be perfectly honest with you guys.
So it's going to be Sense8. It's going to be this week. We're going to be doing House of Cards in about a week.
Already?
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're
Stranger
doing a marathon.
Things
We're doing a marathon.
We're doing a marathon.
We're doing a marathon. That means we're gonna watch all 10 episodes.
Is it 10 episodes?
Or 12? Maybe 13.
So it's not gonna be happening on the day that it comes out, though.
It should.
It's not going to.
Oh, we can't because you can't get off work.
Right. I have a job.
I have a job too.
Yeah, but you're self-employed. You have more power over your day than I do. All right. Should we wrap it up?
Yep.
All right. Bye, everybody. I'm just kidding. We appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. It means a lot for the group that actually did stick around and made comments. What? Get Fargo and Twin Peaks. Do you before I go? I just shushed you. Don? Do you mean the new Twin Peaks or the original? Because I heard there's a new Twin Peaks.
The new one, probably.
And the original is like over a decade old at this point, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't like Fargo the movie.
All right.
Good talk.
Remy doesn't like really good writing. That's what he doesn't like. Oh,
Gosh,
that's what you and I are gonna watch. That's what you and I are gonna watch. We're gonna watch Aaron Sorkin's classroom on writing. It seems incredible.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for sticking around. All few of you.
Right. I already mentioned number once. Let's not do it.
All 256 of you.
Right. We got thousands of views.
Thousands of viewers.
So, God, why is this so awkward?
I don't know. I just don't want to leave. Every time we're here, I just don't want to leave.
Yeah, but we can't do... It just came back today. Oh, shit. Okay. What channel? Oh, I mean, we can just Google this. Don, you're not our Google, but we'll find out. I was going to say, what channel is it
on? Yeah, thanks for watching. Tune back next week or sometimes in a few days for Sense8.
Yeah, it'll be in a few days, most likely.
And wish Nima to get better because he's sick.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure I'm over it.
What
about my head?
He's sick in the head.
Oh, God, you're weird. Peace, everybody. I'm Nima.
I'm Remy.
Bye. I wonder if we are or are not going to have music right now. Because that's been kind of a mystery for the last few days.
Well, let's check it out. Check. We're not on there anymore, right? Probably our voices.
Definitely.